Let's try a simple experiment. I would rather be tried by however many views I got. A yes in the comments or vote up would mean I walk free. A no in the comments would mean I should face trial or be convicted, whichever you choose. So you have a home invasion at 2:30 in the morning. My daughter comes running into the house and wakes me up out of my sleep. As an intractable chronic pain patient being woken up at 2:30 in the morning, well, you're either going to be woken up by somebody like what happened, or you're going to be woken up by pain, or you're going to be woken up because you got to take a piss. Now, if somebody home invades your daughter's trailer 20 feet away from your home and you're woken up at 2:30 in the morning and he refuses to leave the trailer after the daughter escapes into the house, would you have reasonably shot him too if he had a gun and he tried to pull it on you after he already showed you had a gun? And then you found out who it was and you knew he was an extremely dangerous person? Would you have shot him, not to kill him, but to send a message that if you come into an elderly person's home at 2:30 in the morning and try to do whatever you're going to do, whether it's rob you, burn your property down, or even do something disgusting to your daughter, which I won't mention here, would you unalive that person? No, you wouldn't unalive him, but you'd want to stop him. And if that was your only reasonable choice to do, is do you get shot or he gets shot, what would you do? I need the public opinion to speak out. Not some racist jury. Believe me, I've been in trouble before over stupid stuff. I had a 6-person jury convict me, and my best witness was an OSP officer, and they didn't believe him. So what makes you think I want to go turn myself in and be prosecuted wrongfully because there's evidence that's been either withheld or you have a, what do they call it? Evidence that they couldn't find. Now, if I was in jail, they'd have never found this evidence that said, oh, this guy was going to burn him out and he was going to rob him. Nobody would have ever found that evidence that his ex-wife was holding on her phone. So I'm the holdout that they want to try to get and toss into their evilly pits of the can, let's call it. I got to avoid that. My God says avoid it. Only one's going to judge me is my God, either in 10 years or 20 years, whichever it takes when I pass away. But I cannot let a wrongful prosecution go on with a faulty investigation. That's the word, faulty investigation, where they don't have all the evidence, but then they turn it over to the rubber stampers in the grand jury because the district attorney doesn't want to touch it. So he has to have approval by a rubber stamping machine called the grand jury. And in Southern Oregon, particularly Josephine County, you can look it up, 2024, the Oregon Criminal Justice Commission made a point of pointing the finger directly at Josephine County and their judicial misconduct, where the criminals walking free and the vulnerable and the innocent are charged and their lives are ruined. Don't let that happen to me, folks. Not this God-fearing man. But there's a lot of evil in the world. And I at my age, yeah, I believe in God. I have faith in God. Or Yahweh. Or your Allah. Whichever name you want to put. My Heavenly Father watches over me and my family. Well, maybe not this time. But why would he let a home invader? They call him a merciless God. Well, to be honest with you, the God of the earth is Lucifer. He was thrown from heaven. That's not your Heavenly Father. Your Heavenly Father is waiting for you to be coming to the heavenly sights, a different realm, with your spirit, with your goodness. The God of the earth, that's Lucifer. We know that. He's been thrown, cast out of the heavens. And who is the accomplice for Lucifer? I'd call it your government. I'd call it your police states. I'd call it the people who don't appreciate humanity and what it stands for. The ones that have apathy running through their blood and have no empathy for human life. Look around you. Look at all the suffering already. I'm just a small cog in the wheel that's been caught up in the criminal justice system. But I can't allow it to continue. I.e., chase me if you want. I'm not leaving the country. I have nothing to leave for. I'll already lose everything. I'm already losing everything. And you're just making the emotional and physical elder abuse upon myself worse because of your faulty investigation, which led to a wrongful prosecution, which has led to the emotional and financial, or the emotional and physical elder abuse. And who's there to protect me? You claim emotional, physical elder abuse to any senior services agent? It's the law that's supposed to protect you, the same law that's trying to crucify me. Well, you see that tree there? I can hang myself from that tree and be hung just like Jesus Christ. Okay? It's not what I want to do. But if they continue to drive me, I already have intractable chronic pain. That's a vicious cycle in itself. I wish that upon nobody. Except maybe your government. They probably deserve it. But regular folks, intractable chronic pain is a vicious cycle. A lot of people have chronic pain. 60 million people in America. That's a fourth, 25% of your population. I wonder why. Because you're all economic slaves. Slavery never went away. Black people were never always the ones enslaved. Every human being on earth is enslaved. For what? The root of all evil? The love of money? I can take this anywhere you want it to go. A man of wisdom, a Virgo, an honest man. I love you all. Have a blessed day. Have a beautiful life. It's out there. Chase your dreams. Chase your dreams. Without your dreams, you will end up like a lot of people, sadly. You gotta chase your dreams. I used to print t-shirts for 40 years. I did some of the first Led Zeppelin t-shirts in the 70s. I did many artists t-shirts in the 70s. Eric Clapton. My mind is awash, but you can't even think of them. I'll get them on the next video. Okay? Peace out.